Hi guys, let's talk about these fucking films. Oh my god, these movies suck. Yes, I just did my best. Now it's time for the fucking worst. These fucking movies sucked fucking ass, man. I hated these movies. These are the types of movies you watch if you want to, commit suicide at the end of the day. Is that a bad joke? Yeah, it is. Who gives a fuck? But anyways, hated these movies, couldn't stand them. I know some of these movies people really enjoyed. I don't care, I hated them. These are my movies for the worst of the year. These movies I personally cannot stand. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. It's all opinion. Let's get to it. And as always, though, I gotta talk about some dishonorable mentions. These are films that came so close to making the top 10 list. The first film was Don't Look Up. I really gotta say, I did not like this movie. I was gonna put it on the worst, but after I looked over all the films I saw, I'm like, okay, these movies are worse, but I hate this movie. I know this movie is more divisive. Some people love it. Some people might even put on their best of the year. I couldn't stand it. I did like its message. I thought it was smug, unlikable, hated the messaging. With the exception of Leonardo DiCaprio, I thought the all-star cast sucked. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of Don't Look Up. Next was House of Gucci, another one that tried to be like this huge Oscar-baiting movie. Another film I couldn't stand. Everyone talks about Lady Gaga's great performance. I didn't see no great performance. And this could have been the story about the Gucci family and this murder investigation and stuff, but it was a boring snooze fest, and I could give two fucks what was happening. Definitely didn't enjoy this one. Next was Snake Eyes. Another G.I. Joe movie that is just a failure. They just can't seem to do a G.I. Joe live action movie, so maybe they should just fucking stop, because Snake Eyes was just embarrassing. Next was F9. They need to stop with these stupid Fast and the Furious movies. I've been getting sick of them since, Fast and Furious 6, but one day they'll stop. When they put them in space, maybe then they'll fucking stop with these stupid movies. Paul Walker was the only talent in these movies. Just saying. And the last one was the Tom and Jerry movie. I didn't hate as much as everyone, but it's fucking bad. It is bad. Bad to the bone. Bad. Anyways, let's get to the top 10 list. My number 10 was The Women in the Window. Wow, what a dumb, stupid, brooding drama, psychological thriller. God, Amy Addams, what happened to you? Amy Addams is a talent. She does not show any talent in the slightest bit in this fucking film. She is god-awful in this movie. There's a little bit of a twist, and it's a little bit stupid, and there's bad music, bad editing, bad choices, and just, oh my god, I completely forgot I watched this movie, but then I had to look over some stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, that fucking movie came out. Yeah, that was bad. So yeah, number 10, Woman in the Window. Number 9 is He's All That, a Netflix movie. Wow. She's All That's not even that good of a movie. But if you can make a remake of it, and after you watch that remake, you're like, wow, She's All That's a masterpiece. That's how you know you made a bad movie. He's All That is just god-awful in the slightest bit. In the slightest bit. It's god-awful and not good in the slightest bit. That's what I meant to say. Let's pretend I said that. Anyways, He's All That is just shit. Shitty chemistry, shitty rom-com. And it's a lot about the pop culture nowadays and technology and stuff than TikToks and all that. It's a very modern movie. That's why I hated it so much. Yeah, terrible. Number 8 was The Addams Family 2. I hated the 2019 animated Addams Family movie. I thought that was a really bad film. And I thought they could not possibly get worse than that. And they proved me wrong. They did. This movie is so bad. It tries to do this vacation Addams Family movie. It tries almost kind of like what they did with the live action ones, because the second Addams Family movie, the Addams Family Values, which is a terrific movie. Because it's them Wednesday and Pugsley at a summer camp. But this one tries to do the whole family at a beach and, creeping out the outsiders and stuff. But this movie is just so kid-friendly and just so ugly looking that it just doesn't work. And Addams Family shouldn't be a cartoon, because Addams Family is cartoony, and that's why it's funnier and more fucked up in a live action film than in a kid's film. So yeah, Addams Family 2 is terrible. Hopefully after this they won't make any more of these animated Addams Family movies. So yeah, sick of them. Number 7, a very divisive movie, The Matrix Resurrections. I know some people love this movie, they think it's fantastic. I hate it, I think it is absolute garbage. This is the worst Matrix movie. Reloaded wasn't great, Revolutions definitely wasn't great, but this movie is on a whole new level of shit. They basically, the first half of this movie is just like, hey, remember the first Matrix? Remember that? You remember Mr. Anderson? Remember the red pill and blue pill? You remember Zion? Remember when Neo woke up? Yes, we fucking remember. Then the second half, when they do different things, they just shit on all the characters that we loved. Naomi, Morpheus, Agent Smith, even Neo. All of them are just treated with such disrespect. And apparently Neo's not the only one. Fucking stupid. Hated it. Matrix Resurrections. So far, it's not doing very well, and I hope it continues to bomb so we don't get any more Matrix movies. Just stop it. Yeah. Number 6, Thunder Force. Oh, God, yeah. Another movie I forgot I saw this year. Wow, Melissa McCarthy. She is becoming just like the Pauly Shore of comedy. Just everything she does now is just shit and just so unfunny. She's almost become a joke of herself. Like, just anytime she does like a fucking comedy, it's just her, you know, she's fat, she's klutzy, she's a doofus. Oh, funny, funny. I'm like, wow, I'd rather watch a fucking Adam Sandler movie than watch this fucking chick. Octavia Spencer can be talented, but she does not show any talent in this movie, and she doesn't show any comedic ability in this one as well. So yeah, the two of them are just awful, and one of the worst pieces of crap this year. So Thunder Force. Fucking gross. Number 5, Coming to America. Wow, I hated this movie so much. I hated it. Coming to America is a great 80s movie. Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, James Earl Jones, Samuel L. Jackson. That movie in the 80s was so funny. So fucking funny. It's a great fish out of water story. It never needed a sequel, a remake, or none of that. So this movie gave us a sequel, and they just did everything wrong. Everything wrong. In this movie, he has a son, and then he has to go to the country where Eddie Murphy rules, and then it's just all about, being rich and powerful is fun. And then there's this enemy country Wesley Snipes in charge of, and then it's this battle. It's so stupid. It's so dumb, and it just makes no sense. And all the charm and the fucking hilarious moments that were in the first film, there's just none of that in this movie. There's no likability. There's no charm to it. There's nothing is funny. And it's so bad. And yeah, it does stuff with its female characters that is very, let's not talk about it. Coming to America. It sucks. This Coming to America, not the original Coming to America. Why would they call it Coming to America? I don't understand, but whatever. Number 4, Home Sweet Home Alone. Another sequel that we don't care anymore. A lot of sequels on this. I'm hinting at some. And the funny, there's more sequels to come on this list. Home Sweet Home Alone. There's been a good Home Alone since Macaulay Culkin. I feel like Macaulay Culkin is the only person who can do a Home Alone movie. These are just becoming stupid, and this one is just so bad though. And they even do the villains wrong. You're rooting for the villains more than the main character. There's nothing relatable or funny or enjoyable. The movie tries so hard to be a slapstick comedy. It doesn't actually try to be a heartwarming Christmas story, which is what Home Alone is. Home Alone's not all about the slapstick and the traps. It's actually a feel-good Christmas movie as well. But I digress. Yeah, fuck these Home Alone movies. Number 3, Space Jam: A New Legacy. Another movie I never thought they'd get a sequel to. The original Space Jam wasn't even that great. But again, just like what He's All That did to She's All That. After watching Space Jam: A New Legacy, I actually love. I wouldn't say love. That's stretching it. I actually enjoy the original Space Jam a lot more now because I see how bad they can do Space Jam. LeBron James doesn't have the talent like Michael Jordan, doesn't have the charm of Michael Jordan. Even Michael Jordan has better acting chops than LeBron James. LeBron James is just a dreadful actor in this movie. Don Cheadle is a dreadful villain, and the Warner Brothers characters they like shoehorn in this movie it's like such a joke, and this is like the definition of a Hollywood cash grab. And like I said, they could have made like Ghostbusters like that, like a stupid milking this franchise cash grab, but no, they put a lot of heart and they put passion into that movie. This is the opposite. They put no heart, no passion, or creativity in this film. They just throw in all the Looney Tunes characters, throw in all these Warner Brothers characters in the backgrounds and stuff because people will be like, hey, I know that character. Is that funny? No, just I know that character. Even the basketball they don't even do right. The whole movie is just like, let's make Looney Tunes mix with Ready Player One. That would be cool. No, it's not cool. This movie is not cool, and it sucks. Fuck this movie. Anyways, number 2, Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City. Another fucking remake, reboot, whatever these movies are. Stop with the Resident Evil movies. It's so bad that again, the Paul W.S. Anderson and Mila Jovovich movies are so bad. They're horrendous. This is even worse. How do you do that? Well, they just say, hey, let's just take Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2, the video games, and just put them all into one 95-minute movie. That's a terrible idea. The people they got to play Claire and Leon and Jill and Chris, all horrible choices. And of course they have to make Claire like the tough badass Mary Sue, and then Leon's a stupid cop. He's like, oh, I don't know how to use a shotgun. Really? He made the most badass character in the Resident Evil franchise a dumbass? Fuck you, movie. The zombies look like shit. There's nothing scary or tension-filled. There's no atmosphere or subtlety in this film. This film is awful. Awful, awful, awful. Stop with the fucking Resident Evil movies. The video games are like big movies anyways. The video games are just so cinematic and so real. They're like movies anyways. You don't need Resident Evil movies. The video games are good enough. Shit, Resident Evil Village this year? Awesome game. But I digress. Let's get to the worst. Number 1, Cinderella. The Amazon Prime movie Cinderella. This is everything I hate about movies. It's got woke storytelling, SJW characters. It's got political messages all through it. It shits on all male characters. And it takes a story that's charming and beautiful like Cinderella and just changes it completely. And just makes all the characters that are likable and enjoyable in the original Cinderella story, they make them all unlikable, stupid, and uninteresting. Cinderella, the Kenneth Branagh one that came out in 2015, is probably one of the better Cinderella movies, or Ever After. Those are great Cinderella movies, and I definitely recommend those ones. This one is everything wrong you can do with a Cinderella movie. Everything. And it's a musical too. And the music is all jukebox. There's songs that exist anymore. It's not only just a SJW bullshit Cinderella movie, but it's also a jukebox musical. The worst kind of musicals. This movie is directed by Kate Cannon, which doesn't fucking shock me. The Pitch Perfect person did this stupid movie. This movie was just unbearable to watch. I hated it so much. And no movie I knew could beat it. So, couldn't stand it. And it's easily the worst movie of 2021 for me. Just an abomination. So yeah, that was my top 10 worst movies, in my opinion, of 2021. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what are your top 10 worst movies of 2021, in your opinion? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and join the dark side.